It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay, who's really putting up incredible numbers all season. 11 interceptions so far. It's the Texans and the Jaguars, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin to my right, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own the time of possession. But then on the other side, you got an offense who thinks pass first, second, and third, and they're up near the top of the league in passing yards, and they like to strike quickly. We'll see which style of offense prevails in this one.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Alert.
Now ETN to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Draw play, ETN. They find some open field here. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Over the middle, it's complete. And Got stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Open man is Kirk, complete. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Desmond King back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Come on, set.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. The Texans come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. But they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ready?
Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bunker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Block it, opposite. Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar 1st.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On second down, a run with Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll run with Etienne. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with Etienne at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Lawrence. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trucks over him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up a great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We'll kick things off with an interconference matchup. The New York Giants on the road at Indianapolis. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. Jonathan Taylor, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Mac Jones, 2 touchdown passes thus far. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags, and they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Texans to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And the pressure gets to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's into the hands of Reynolds. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now Lawrence on first down. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Running game working, they'll stick with Texans touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Texans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, though. I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Got it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's got his big tight end, Farrell, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38, Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. First target, first catch, and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They fights him off. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just had more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Texans, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll